Ha ha ha, it's not Slad.
Hey ladies, gents and everyone in between, welcome in to a new video, well a newish video. I'm going to be doing a music reaction. I have attempted this before with Olivia Rodrigo. Wasn't my finest moment on my channel, very early days if you guys remember that. But I'm going to try it again because I sort of got back into music a little bit. I'm going to be doing Lana Del Rey because I don't know that much about her. I just know she's in it's this sort of sad, melodramatic music. The only song I do know is Summertime Sadness, which I think is on the record I'm reacting, which by the way is Born to Die, not even mentioned that yet. I believe it's her first album, I might be wrong. I think she's done something before this, but it wasn't like released to a general audience. I'm listening to the Deluxe version, which is 15 tracks, about an hour in length. What I'll do, because this is where I think I also went wrong with Olivia Rodrigo, is I'm gonna listen to the full track, say what I need to say during it, and then I'll talk about it properly after, right? Because I think if you pause too many times, you just sort of ruin the flow of the track. It's all one movement. It's not like a film where you can pause after each sort of scene if you wanted to talk about things. Full version of this obviously will be on Patreon. YouTube will no doubt copyright this. So if you do want to support me, Patreon is where it's at. You'll get it fully unedited. There'll be no cuts. It'll just be literally the full album in its whole with me talking and then, you know, a full discussion as well. I'll probably end up cutting that up as well. But yeah, if you want the full thing, Patreon's where it's at. I also do everything else on the channel on Patreon, fully unedited, film, TV. I'm currently doing Exo Kitty at the minute, films, the lot, everything on there is fully unedited, only £4 a month, so feel free to check it out. Leave a like, comment, as well as check out all my socials below. Yeah, let's discover, I say discover, because it's just already pretty relevant. Let's listen to Lana Del Rey, Born to Die. Oh, see what I mean? It's got its lush in it.
Don't fail me now.
What a voice. It's lovely that.
Walking through city streets. Is it by mistake?
The little drums as well. Oh my god. Really even fits.
Can you make it feel like home if I tell you you're mine?
Oh, it's seductive. Her voice is immaculate. My god.
You and I, we were born to die. Lost, but now I am found.
Wow. It's the last like syllable of each line. It's just on point. Wow.
Make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough.
I don't know why I'm getting the lyrics.
This is the last time. 'Cause you and I,
We were born to die. Come on.
make me cry.
Sometimes love is not a love. Love keeps giving and know why.
Have fun in the meantime. Come take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain.
I'm trying to think, wasn't there a song, Walk on the Wild Side? The Wild Side or something like that. It's giving me that energy. You and I, we were born to die. I keep getting that wrong, but we'll get there. This is very different to what I expected. I know it's only the first track. I was expecting it to be a lot more acoustic. This is like, the production value is very, very high, you know? Is it going to transition? I'll have to no. Perfect. Well, that was a good start, wasn't it? God, Born to Die. Right. But as I said, I didn't expect it to be that lush. I was expecting, from my understanding of Lana Del Rey, for it to be quite piano, you know, violin, that sort of thing. We got that in the song, but it was quite is it like trip hop? Is that what it's called? It was very like spartal. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the music was everywhere, you know. But her voice is killer. God, she can really, really sing. Like, she really is good at hitting the last syllable. Like, you sort of remember it, do you know what I mean? But I presume this song, I'm just reading what the song's about. This is another thing. I'm a very sonic listener. Lyrics don't automatically clock with me. I have to sometimes debrief after, and then it will. You know what I mean? I'm not like a natural lyrical listener. I'm all about production. Maybe that's what I get first, and then the lyrics can come after. So bear with, right? It's described by Lana Del Rey as a homage to true love and a tribute to living life on the wild side, according to Genius. To quote Chelsea Hodgson, in Lana's melancholy world, to love is to live, to love the wrong person is to be born to die. Now I do get that now in the lyrics, because she's speaking about sort of choosing, ensuring that the guy's the right person and stuff like that. And I suppose you're literally just damning yourself to just hell, really, if you pick the wrong person. Especially if you're stuck in that relationship, right? I think that's, you know, the nuts and cranny of the song. But she also said, in an MTV interview, I wrote a treatment for it called The Lonely Queen, so that I would be in a setting that represented heaven, sort of in like a remote castle in Romania. Not my idea of heaven, but Lana, you do you. Walking through the halls flanked by tigers, and then she'll be flashing back to happier times in the arms of her love. And then Limon adapted the treatment and made it more doable. But I love that video, I really do. I can't believe it turned out so beautifully. I spent a lot of time thinking about where I wanted it to go. So, what's she talking about there? What, like the music video? That's what she's talking about. Sorry. I thought she was on about the song in general. So I presume I just got confused with the, the whole Romania thing. It's a very good introduction. It sets the tone of the album, I think. This album's going to be about, like, I suppose, unrequited love and stuff like that. And, like, you know, because how old would she have been when this came out? When was this released? 2012, it said on Spotify. So that's 13 years ago. I think she's, like, in her 30s. So she was, I presume, quite young at the time. Moving on. Track 2, Off to the Races.
My old man is a bad man, but I can't deny the way he holds my hand and he grabs me. He has me by my heart.
Ooh.
White bikini off with my red nail.
Getting a bit rapid, I feel.
Light of my life, fire of my loins. Give me them gold coins, give me them.
Oh, is he a robber? A bad man? She's going very high pitch, God. Very quite baritone for a lady, I think, the song. There, a gap like that, what we're getting now. Shows a vocal range, I like that. Oh, we're getting slutty. Putting on my red dress. Oh, she's very good at the choruses. She knows how to write a good chorus. Well, I'm not sorry about it. I want you to keep going. This is a great song. He's giving gangster. Here we go, yes, it's gangster. Cool, let's break it down. She does like the bad boys, I presume. I'm getting in all this. Oh, go on. Violins. I am liking the meshing of like orchestral music, sort of electronic beats, the hip hop like rhythm, if that makes sense. It's sort of two worlds you wouldn't think would mix, but she does it very well, or a producer at least do it very well. So again, different vibe that was. It was production wise, I think it was very similar to the first song. We had the sort of the hip hop beats, the orchestra. I feel like her vocals were very different. I didn't realise how high she could go, especially in the chorus. It almost sounded like someone else was on the track, which is to her, you know, benefit, because she can sing. Jesus, she can really sing. God. I do love people with vocal ranges and not just sing the same way. So this is, I'm just reading the sort of a preface of the song. So it is very much professing a love for her rich gangster boyfriend. However, their Bonnie and Clyde-like relationship is doomed. Okay. So yeah, I definitely picked up on the whole, like, bad boy energy. Just cigar in my mouth. Give me that gold cord. You know what I mean? It was very like, it was like Bonnie and Clyde, you know, sort of, you know, bandits on the run, that sort of thing. It also says, Opera is inspired by the book Lolita, as is Carmen from the same album. Lana is a huge Nabok fan, as she has his name tattooed on his arm next to American poet Walt Whitman's name. So I believe Lolita, I actually know a little bit about Lolita. Isn't that the book about a teacher that fancies a kiss? I think, I might be wrong, I'm sure it's something like that. So maybe it's for bad energy, that's where she's got the inspiration from. Who knows? Lana portrays a character which is a hybrid of her own image and Lolita, that has a criminal past of alcohol, stripping and overspending. She falls in love with a wealthy gangster who has a profound love for women, cocaine and money. The persona is not entirely fictional. Lana did really have her alcohol problems as a young girl. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. So it's also very personal to her. See, I don't know, this is where I'll learn more about Lana, because I don't really know much about, like, her personal life. Literally, like I said in the intro, all I know about her is one song, and that she was featured on a song with Taylor. That's it. I didn't know about her life or anything like that. So that's quite interesting to know that this is sort of a personal song as well. Lana runs rampant through the city, crashing parties and drinking to excess. Although they are both bad people with dark pasts, they adore each other despite their many flaws. This is a divergence from Lolita, however, as Humbert's devotion to Lolita is unreciprocated. Yeah, that's what I knew about the book. I knew it was like unwritten well. I mean, it's paedophilia, why the fuck would it be requisite? But it is like, yeah, it's sort of a doomed relationship, isn't it? Like, yeah, they do love each other, but it's like, is there a term of it being too much love? Are you too passionate about each other that it will just end, right? And especially when you consume with drugs and alcohol and money and, you know, hedonism in a way. So, God, great start, bloody hell. The next game, one is called Blue Jeans. Bloody, I've got no idea what this will entail. Right. Blue Jeans. Ooh. Come on, guitar.
Blue jeans, white shirt. Walked into the room, you know you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean.
Oh, James Dean. He's hot then.
Up on it, Papa, you fit me better than my favorite sweater. And I know that love is made.
Yeah, this is definitely, I feel this, the theme of this album is falling in love with a bad guy and the wrong guy, right?
Promise you'll remember that you're mine. Baby, can you see through the tears? Love you more than those pictures before. Say you'll remember, baby. Say you'll remember, baby. Ooh, I will love you till the end of time.
Oh, you now, God.
Big dreams, gangster.
See, there's a gangster again, look.
He headed out on Sunday, said he'd come on Monday. I stayed up waiting, anticipating, and pacing.
Oh, God. I feel like he's not going to come home.
I will love you till the end of time. I would wait a minute.
It sounds like it's not a good one, is it?
Baby, can you see through the tears? Love you more than those pictures before. Say you'll remember, baby.
Say you'll remember.
Baby, ooh, I will love you till the end of time.
Yeah, again. I'm saying it again. These choruses are crazy.
Every night, and baby, that's alright.
See, why is he going out every night? That's not for me.
Tight, 'cause I'm a ride or die. Whether you fail or fly, well, shit, at least you tried. But when you walk down the door,
Oh,
piece of me
bless her.
morning like before. We were dancing all night, then they took you away, stole you out of my life. You just need to remember.
God. Man.
I will love you till the end of time. Baby, can you see through the tears? Love you more than those pictures before. Say you'll remember.
Say you'll remember. Oh, that is such a hook. Man, that is a hook. God.
Of time.
I'll stay my mind now, that. Right, so I'm used to these being about 4 minutes long. I was a little bit shorter. But again, it's this like, it's the bad boy energy, you know, we're falling in love with the wrong guy. But this is it, isn't it? Born to Die, right? That's why it's called Born to Die. We're falling in love, and we might as well. It's not looking good, is it? Let's be honest. Let's see if I was sort of right. The lyrics. Blue Jeans is about ex-boyfriend who Lana compares to James Dean. Right, okay, yes, the white shirt, blue jeans. The relationship starts off well, but soon the bad boy up and left. Oh, see, I got death. I thought he died. Like, he was killed. Caught up in the game. That's what I took from that. I thought he was killed. Apparently not, he's a pisser. He's a dickhead. Eventually he became caught up chasing money and selling drugs, leaving her in the dust, yes. But all in all, she refuses to let him forget that she will always love him. Yeah, again, it's unrequited love. Lolita, come on, we're doing. It's just not good, is it? She needs to find someone that's nice, like husband material, isn't it? Not these like rogue figures. It's all about the passion, I suppose, isn't it? Anyway, right. Moving on, because this is going very, very freaking well. Track 4, Video Games. Wow, this is a different track. It's like the gates are opening up, isn't it? That start. Oh, those.
Swinging in the backyard, pull up in your fast car, whistling my name.
I think I've heard this one before.
Open up a beer and you say get over here and play a video
Game. Yeah, I've definitely have. I didn't know this was Lana though.
I'm in his favorite sundress, watching me get undressed, take that body downtown.
Oh, get it downtown. Oh, no, we all know what that means, don't we?
All for you, everything I do, tell you all the time. Heaven
See, this is a lot
place
more
on earth with
orchestral, right? It's a lot more like because we're getting the strings, you know.
honey. Is that true? Only with living if somebody.
Boy, let me get over that voice.
Baby, now you do.
God, I love that. Well, I don't know what that's called in the background, like the high pitch and the low pitch, like something's powering up and down.
Blue dot playing, pulling wild dots,
Video games. We're all video games. Is that what you're trying to say? It's all false.
watching all our friends fall in and out of old clothes. This is my idea of fun, playing video games.
Yes, it's my idea as well.
Everything I do, I'll tell you all the time. Heaven is a place on earth with you, better than I ever even knew. They say that the world was built for two, only with us living if somebody.
Another thing. She doesn't like being single. That's one thing. Go on, nothing's worth nothing life without a partner. You know, there is perks being single. I know. It's not all bad, you know.
It's all for you. Everything I do, I'll tell you all the time.
Oh This is a, you know the concerts, isn't it? When you like waving your hands, it's one of them, isn't it?
I heard that you like the bad
Girls, honey, is that true?
It's better than I ever even knew. Now you do.
That's a lovely song. Could be the best one on my album so far. Quite a long outro, I'll give it that. Again, it's this, I mean, I'm not going to repeat myself because I feel like a broken record, but it is again like the unrequited love and like the sort of, the boys in these first 4 tracks are just very, I feel like, self-obsessed. You've got in video Blue Jeans, it was all about the drugs and the bad life and that sort of thing. Off to Racers was about the gangsters living the sort of Las Vegas life. I feel like this guy is just quite lazy. Video games, darts, bars, all that fun stuff, you know. So it's a first single off the artist's successful Born to Die. It got 2 times platinum by the RIAA. Yeah. Video Games is a baroque down-tempo pop ballad in which Del Rey, although ignored by her significant other, resolves to love him anyway. So that's what she's talking about, isn't it? It's like the whole, I mean, it's what I've been saying, he's obsessed and self-absorbed, isn't he? But she still wants to love him. The song's lyrics refers to 2 broken relationships the singer's past. In a statement, the American artist said of the song's meaning, the verse about the way things were with one person and the chorus was about the way I wished things had really been with another person. It's a song about letting go of my musical ambitions and settling down into the simple life of the person I love. We had a mutual love for the community of New York, art and hard work. So those 2 verses then were 2 different relationships. But the point is that they both didn't have any sort of care for Lana, right? They're both video games. That was sort of referenced in both. But yeah, I'm noticing it's like there's a pattern of romance being toxic, you know? It's like she paints this picture of these guys being these big, successful, hard, masculine people, but on the flip side, I feel like they're very shallow and there's nothing about them. Without all that, what are they, you know? They're just shadows, you know? If you want a metaphor for that, I just feel like they're not worth loving, but Lana's in love with that, right? I feel like she's in love, she likes that energy, but it's not being reciprocated, it's probably hurting her. It's very, it's a lovely product, like I will say, the production is phenomenal. And it's like, it's kind of ironic because I feel like it's the production of like an actual like romance film you would watch, but the lyrics are so opposite. It's like ironic, I think, really. And I think she's done that on purpose, right? I feel like it's like 2 ends of the spectrum, you know. But with that being said, let's go to track 5. Diet Mountain Dew. I didn't know you could get Diet Mountain Dew, but let's see what Lana has to say about Diet Mountain Dew. I love the drums. Go on, drums.
Diamond Duw, baby, New York City. Never was there ever a girl so pretty. Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? Now low down and gritty. Do you think we'll be in love forever?
Whoa, I don't think you will, considering the tone of the album.
Made of ashes, ready for another love. Says it's gonna teach me just what fast is. Say it's gonna be alright. Diamond Duw, baby, New York City. Never was there ever a girl so pretty. Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love?
The drums, I love that drum line. It's like really driving the song.
Be in love forever.
It's keeping it like intact. Do you know what I mean?
Let's take Jesus off the dashboard. Got enough on his mind.
Oh God, not a Jesus on the dashboard. We don't need it.
Maybe it
The transition.
Girl so pretty, do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? You're no good for me, baby, you're no good for me.
Is this like a song? Is she realising? Like, I feel like it's a bit of a change in terms of like, she's realising these men aren't right, you know?
But baby, I
Oh, right, no. I want you, I want you, I want you, okay.
undo, baby, New York City. Can we get it now, low down and gritty? Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love?
It's catchy, innit, that outro? Or the, like, that bridge in general. Go on, Lana, with another banger. This, what I get, it's this, you know, I'm not gonna say it again. We know the story, but I thought there was a hint of change. Like, it's like this, she's starting to finally realise, but she still wants that, that negative energy, you know? Just like the soft drink title, Mountain Duw, although I'm not a big fan, the song is a slow, sexy jam, loaded with youthful and summer-related pop culture references. In the track, Del Rey goes back and forth contemplating her desire to live in this not-so-good relationship with her lover and society standards. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. It was almost like she was sort of waking up and then she was pulled back to this sort of toxic relationship again. Is this going to be a whole, album? Is it going to be like a gradual realisation that we need to do better? Or we can do better, let's say. But yeah, no, it turns production, because it is, like I said, it's all very like similar to the last, which is good in an album. You want continuity, you don't want it to be too erratic. I thought this was a little bit different. This was a bit more, there's more of a drums, there was more of a sort of a beat going off. It wasn't as lush, it was quite straight to the point, I thought. So, good going. Oh, look, I mean, I'm going to say it's very, like, it's fantastic, right? I'm really enjoying this album so far. But, let's move on to track 6, National Anthem. We're not going to get a bit patriotic, are we, here? Yeah, it is, you can hear, it feels like a national anthem already. It's sort of like, makes you want to stand and like, you know. Ooh.
Money is the anthem of success. So before we go out, what's your address? I'm your national anthem. God, just an anthem. Take me to the Hamptons, Bugatti Veyron. I said, can we party later on? He said, yes, yes, yes.
I would love to party. Oh, I like this one. This makes me feel like summer. But I can hear the like red, white, blue America, right? It's the imagery's coming through.
National anthem while I'm standing over your body, hold you like a python. And
Do you like a python? Fucking hell.
you said to be cool, but I'm already cool.
See, well, like this song would get a little bit of
Don't you know who you did?
self-worth, I feel like.
Do you think you'll buy me lots of diamonds?
Well, diamonds, is that that's not a reference to Marilyn Monroe, is it? I'm thinking. It's giving that energy, isn't it?
He will do very well. I can tell. Keep me safe in his bell tower hotel. Money is the anthem of success.
Yeah, that's true. Money is the anthem of success, of course it is. It's very, this is a bit quicker as well, this song, isn't it? Like, very... I love those little like ad-libs in between, they're very like, it gives it that sexiness. Yes. Give me that money, you know? Oh, That was a banger. I think that might be the best one for me so far on the album, on the record. Yeah, very. From what I gather, it's literally about her a relationship with a very successful man, or at least someone who she thinks will be successful. I feel like the like inclusion of like national anthem Red, White, Blue, because I feel like we put this sort of description, let's say, of national anthem and patriotism as being like a pinnacle of strength, right? And she's talking about it having sex, right? She's in control. I feel like she's in the driving seat, you know? She wants that passion, right? That strength. Okay, that's what I think's going on. Let's see what Genius has to say and see if I agree. The concept of this song seems to involve Lana expressing her feelings for two distinct lovers, alluding to the life and death of President JFK. See, I thought there was a Marilyn Monroe reference with the diamonds, right? Or is that not her? Is that the other one? Is that his wife? I knew something else. I remember something about diamonds back then. I don't know before, so maybe you guys can tell me. Mrs. Kennedy's love for Hollywood starlet Marilyn Monroe was fun and crazy and passionate. So that's like the passion. This may have been charged even more so by the fact that it was an affair behind closed doors, and one with one of the most sought after women at the time. See, that's so ironic. Because Marilyn Monroe's a legend, isn't she? Like, everyone knows who she is, even though she's been dead 50 or 60 years. And it's kind of ironic that she's having to do like a sort of be a mistress for I know it's US president, but still, it's like, God. So this is like the passion, right? What she's talking about, national anthem. However, on the other side, there was the love he had for his wife, Jackie Kennedy. That was true and pure, at least publicly. He may have even taken it for granted. Jackie was his supporter and was his soulmate, pushing him towards success and greatness as both a man and in his career. So it's like we're getting the juxtaposition, there we go, well, got it right I think, of like passionate love and sort of romantic love. Marilyn was the successful woman. She was the one everyone sought after. She was like the deer in the forest. I don't know if you know that, there's like a famous poem about a deer, I forgot. Whereas Jacqueline's like his sort of, he's like his confidant. I'm getting my energy. Marilyn was seemingly more sporadic, eccentric and glamorous, especially the opposite of Jackie, right. But to Mr. Kennedy, they were both meaningful parts of his life and great lovers. God, Jesus Christ. I knew this whole triangle thing, but bloody hell. Marilyn Monroe and Jackie are like the opposite end of like society's like view of glamour. So I think that's quite interesting, you know. Bit of a tangent there, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, verse 2. I'm singing the national anthem when I'm standing over your body, hold you like a python. Yeah, I remember that bit. So I presume that this is like the Marilyn Monroe's side. See what you've done to be king of Chevron. He said to be cool, but I'm already coolest. Okay, yeah, the whole like she's the one that everyone sorts after and stuff. And then the first one is like, God just take me to Hampton's Bugatti Veyron. He loves to romance and reckless ambition. Oh God, yes. Phenomenal song. It's not like really good songwriting, I suppose, if you call it that. Yeah, this is definitely the star of the album so far for me. Very, very good. Anyway, moving on. Track 7, Dark Paradise. Should we take it like a mellower, I feel like, step?
I'm lying in the ocean, singing your song. Even though you're not here, won't move on. Your soul is haunting me and telling me that everything is fine, but I wish I was dead. Every time I close my eyes.
Oh. She wants to die with him, I think. Jesus Christ, no. Don't close your eyes, fucking hell, live, you know? That's it, isn't it? Is she thinking about... He's dead, right, the guy? So she's thinking of committing suicide to be with him. But you don't know, do you, what's on the other side of death? This is a thing. This is why I don't want to be in love sometimes. It's all consuming, isn't it?
Every time I close my eyes, it's like a dark paradise. No one compares to
God, these, I just love, like, just the production in general. I mean, what other word is for it? I don't know.
Except in my dreams tonight.
Oh, man, hot. Lana.
I don't wanna wake up from this tonight.
Wow. God, babe, these are going quick, by the way. Like, these are quite long, like 4, 3, 4, 5, like, they're quite long. Like, I'm used to songs being like 2 minutes in this, you know, TikTok era. But, God, they're going so quick, so I'm enjoying them so much. Wow, this song was the most, I think, emotional out of the ones, you know, the tracks we've heard. I'm just going to double check if I'm right in what it's about, right? It's honest claim Dark Paradise was not written for an ex-boyfriend, but for her boyfriend that died a couple of years prior. Lana Del Rey also declares her love for an undying for a bad boy lover over glittery beats for melody that recalls late 80s Madonna. Right, yeah, so I mean, you know, it's the bad boy's back. The bad boy's always been here, right? But it is, if that's true, but it is about, like, an actual real person in Lana's life that died. God. Oh my God. When you know there's a personal element, it adds to the lyrics so much. Jesus. My God. Yeah, that was a sad one. I think, you know, we don't know what's on the other side. Like, you know what I mean? Like what, you know, they might not be there. This is what she said in the song, right? They might not be there. There's a fright. She's fearing it. God. And when she just closes her eyes and she's asleep, she thinks of him, even though it's dark, because your eyes are shut. Bro. This is like halfway through the album as well. Although, I think, because this is the deluxe edition, I think really it's a bit past. But we're not going to take a dark turn away here, like where she's talking about like everyone's dying now. But I think the most important to note is I'm also like just in terms of the style of the music, it is also very quite like 60s. I mean, we got the JFK whole thing, the last song, but it is very like. With the guitar, you can hear like a ding ding ding, that sort of thing. It's like, it does feel like something from that time. And her voice as well. It's, what's that song? Bang bang, my baby shot me down, bang bang, that one. It reminds me of, I don't know her name, but I know that's like a 60s song, right? It reminds me of that sort of vocals. So it's like, I do like the way that she's sort of bringing together these orchestric, hip-hop, electronic, 60s, all these styles into like one like product, you know, over sort of the lyrics of like, you know, bad boys and you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, anyway.
Not even they can stop me now. Will I be flying overhead? The heavy words can't bring me down.
See what I mean? That guitar is once like very 60s, isn't it? It's like country, like, you know, say Roy Orbison, that sort of thing. And we go into this like hip hop sort of beat, not hip hop, electronic.
American swore I'd chase until I was dead. No one even knows what life was like. Now I'm in LA and it's paradise. I finally found you. Baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio.
How do you like me now? I love this sort of interlude, like the interlude about that.
Sweet like cinnamon, like a fucking dream I'm living in. I finally found you. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon. Pick me up and take me like a vitamin. 'Cause my body's sweet like sugar venom, oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this song is definitely like, it's about her making it in life. And how the whole thing's a bit surreal. You know? I bet it is like that for some, especially if you don't come from a lot of, you know. God, but again, these, oh God, the catchiness of these songs are crazy, you know. And these aren't like singles, these are album tracks, which like makes it just even more great. Radio is this is Radio, by the way, I don't know if I said that. Also known as Cinnamon, is a song written by Del Rey and Justin. Lana said, people always say, oh well, people will come out of the woodwork and change their minds about you, but they start to like you because you're on the radio. And it's true, because I don't mind, because I'd rather have people be nice to me, so I liked it. I don't really care why people are nice to me, I just like it when it's easier. So it was like my life so sweet like cinnamon because he came back. Right, okay. The song is very much, because it's a much more simple song, I feel like, than the others. Like, it's not as complex. It's very, like, repetitive in terms of sweet like cinnamon, like a fucking dream I'm living in, baby love me because I'm playing on the radio. It's this sort of, like, you know, she's made it in life. The whole experience is quite surreal for her. You know, she's talking about the American dream and, like, making it and, you know, LA's paradise, not like the life there was before. So, I feel like this song, as much as it still talks about her being sweet like cinnamon and like, my body's like sugar venom and, you know, all this one's a bit more of like a personal song in the sense that it's about like her coming up, right? Or at least her trying to make it. It's not necessarily about her falling in love with a guy. So, I do like that. It's not all, you know, for once I'm not banging on saying, oh, it's about a bad boy and she needs to get out of this rut, you know. But yeah, very, very interesting addition, I would say. Let's see what's the next track. Track 9, Carmen. Let's see what that has to say. Oh God, the tone shift is a little bit sad, isn't it?
Darling, doesn't have a problem lying to herself 'cause her liquor's top shelf. It's alarming.
God. We're talking about addiction, aren't we, I think?
Everyone telling mom she's having fun.
Yeah.
She says you don't wanna be like me. Don't wanna see all the things I've seen. I'm dying.
How it slowed down as well for the topic. Love that.
The boys, the girls,
Yeah, this is much darker, I feel.
gives them butterflies, better cartoon eyes. She
Is this about yeah.
like lightning.
Wow. Is she, I'm guessing she's a famous person who's dealing with the brutality of fame.
But she walks the streets.
Yeah, 17, Jesus Christ.
She says you don't wanna be like me. Looking for fun, getting high for free. I'm done.
It puts you off fame, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? This sort of like, these stories and stuff.
The girls, they all like Carmen. She
But
gives them butterflies.
it's like we're moving, you know, the production, it's like
She laughs like God. Her mind's like a
much darker. Very like, it's like an atmospheric darkness, you know? It's still very lush and like pretty, but you can sense the sadness in it, right?
doing party favors.
It's a red dress again.
alive again.
It's like robotic, isn't it?
Je sais que tu m'aimes aussi.
I need to know what this means, hang on.
Tu nous aimes, t'es
We'll look at what he's looking at after. This is French, isn't it?
The girls, they all like Carmen. She gives them butterflies, bats are cartoon eyes.
Oh my god. So traumatic, man.
Darling, darling doesn't have a problem lying to herself 'cause her liquor's top shelf.
Wow. Wow, God, wow, hang on. That last line, bloody hell. Darling, darling doesn't have a problem lying to herself because her liquor's top shelf. Fucking hell. Yeah. This song is about Carmen, I presume. It's from her perspective. And it's like the duality of fame, isn't it? She's puts the red dress on, the lipstick, voice of gold when she's in front of the cameras and sings. But reality is that she's a very troubled young girl who's addicted to booze and drugs from the looks of it. Let me just go, I want to go back to that French bit. I'm not going to bother reading it because it's I'm not going to butcher the pronunciation. But it translates to, my love, I know that you love me too. You need me in your life. You can't live without me and I'll die without you. I'll kill for you. This is from a point of view from one of Carmen's crazed clients. In a slightly creepy manner, he declares that he will kill for her. Carmen's possessiveness is indeed alarming. The structure of the song is similar to the one to the poem in Lolita. Wow, so another Lolita reference there. This interlude could also be a nod to substance abuse considering the nature of the main theme of the song. Yeah, she's also recognised that she cannot live without addictions. Okay, right. So it's like, that's again more about the fame side. It's the pressures of it in the sense that these weird fans or people or whatever you want to call it, you know, they don't know what to do without this person's existence, right? And the pressures that come with that, especially for a 17-year-old, like, you know, crazy, isn't it? Song's 17-year-old protagonist suffers from substance abuse. Del Rey admitted in 2012 she had a problem. Yeah, probably believe that from an earlier song. They hadn't had a drink for a number of years. It's speculated that Carmen is a metaphor for alcohol. Yeah. A setting of the song takes place in Coney Island, America's original Sin City. As a fan of Nabokov's important piece of literature, Lolita, she is further inspired by another tale found in this literature, which references another tragic love story of Carmen by Prosper Mérimée. In addition to that, I love the vintage in American Rise is clear, references for the play, right. Yes, it is very like, vintage is a good word to describe this album actually. That's a perfect word. It is very like old-fashioned in a lot of ways, with the way the production is based, you know. Yeah, this very, very, very torturous song, isn't it, you know? Moving on. To track 10, which is called $1 Million Man. Right. Are we going back to this lust for wealthy men again, I feel?
You said I was the most exotic flower. I don't know how you convinced them to get there, but I don't know what you do. One for the money, and two for the show.
Sounds like the perfect guy, doesn't he?
I don't know. You're screwed up and brilliant, look like a
This is a ruined man, isn't it?
So why is my heart broken?
Again, another wealthy man that's not very nice. If you want it, that's a very blunt way of putting it.
How did you get that way? I don't know. You're screwed up and brilliant, look like $1 million man. So
Man, I like that. I like that twang. God, but not good, are we, these men? Fucking not good at all. Almost like a James Bond movie, a little bit. This these instruments, you know. One for the money and two for against that at the end. I'm interested by that lyric.
$1 million man, so why is my heart broke?
Keep going through same men, Lana, that's why. To be honest, I think because we've gone back to like this whole man who's not what she thought, you know, she's been broken hearted again, that sort of thing. I'm not too crazy about this track, I'll be honest. I think it's just quite repetitive for me. Whereas I feel like the last few tracks, especially since National Anthem, have been very different. You know, I was sort of getting sick and tired of it with video game, you know, when it got to Die Mountain Duw, but, you know, hopefully it's not all like this. But, you know, I suppose what I will say that's a positive spin is that I did like this sort of the slowness of it and how it sort of takes you a little bit down. But yeah, I'm reading here, the song sings about a man who she thought was one of the most exotic Mo people. On the outside he was handsome and kind, but deep undercover he was running an illegal electronics business which soon caught up with him. Lana also have a song of his favourite song, Sing Alive. It sounds a bit like best in a New York jazz. Yeah, it's very jazzy, it is. Like I can sense that with the whole like, she's in the limelight, the blue light's on her and she's in like a sparkly dress, you know? It is that sort of seduction to it. But again, I've just said, you know, it's more or less what I said. It's again this like, she thinks he's this great man, $1 million man, but he's actually nothing like that on the flip side, you know? And we had this with blue jeans, off to the races, video games, you know, it is a pattern, you know, which is good, but I'm hoping it's not going to be too repetitive. Moving on to the single now, the only song I know from Lana Del Rey, Summertime Sadness. This is a big hit, isn't it? I think most people know this one, right? I won't know the lyrics, but I just know the like, you know, Summertime Sadness, that, yeah, I just know that bit, but we'll go into it.
Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I got my red dress on tonight.
The red dress, that's the third time I've heard that.
My heels off. I'm
Feeling
feeling
alive. Here we go.
Oh my
God, I feel it in the air. Kiss me
hard before
you
you
go.
Summertime sadness.
Yes.
I got the
Summertime sadness.
Feeling electric tonight. Cruising down the coast, going about 99.
Sounds like someone, like little kids are shouting in the background, doesn't it? I feel it in the air. The wires above. Says the kiss me hard before you go. So it's like echoing Dark Paradise, isn't it? Where she's lost someone, I feel. It's the worst time to lose someone as well. Summertime, fuck that. You go. Summertime sadness. Baby, you're the best. Got the summertime sadness. It's even better now, I know the context of like the album it's in. Do you know what I mean? Because I've only ever heard that song on its own. So like, you know, I knew it was something about like she'd lost someone, hence the sadness part. But wow. I love that it's about pulsating end. Oh, God bless these. It explores the atmosphere of a bittersweet summertime where Lana danced, cruised and felt electrified with a loved one. Yeah, we know it became a sleep success. The music video created great exploration of its underlying message. It depicts a tragedy where one woman, played by Lana Del Rey, jumps and the other, heartbroken, follows. Due to this song claims the song was written for a personal friend of Lana's that committed suicide. or that it was written for a boyfriend that died years ago. However, there's absolutely no evidence for this, and many believe it's speculation for talk. Okay, right, I see. So there's like a speculative nature of this. Wow. I thought, admittedly, I said it in thing, but when I was reacting to it, but it was about someone that she'd lost, but not a suicide. You know, that's obviously subject to speculation, isn't it? But, you know, the whole, like, kiss me hard before you go, I want you to know that, baby, you're the best. Summertime sadness, like, they're reminiscing a bit and stuff. Think I miss you forever, like the stars miss the sun in the morning sky. Later's better than never, even if you're gone, I'm gonna drive, right? Oh, dear me. We've been through some shit, haven't we, Lana? Bloody hell. Yeah, this red dress, I keep seeing a lot. I think I have seen things with, like, put the red off, I got my red dress on tonight. That's what I think I've seen as memes and stuff, like a red dress on TikTok. So that makes a lot more sense now. But she is very much, I feel like she's very much synonymous with the red dress, I feel. If I'm right in saying. Yeah, Bagger. Track 12. This is what makes us girls.
Remember how we used to party up all night, sneaking out, looking for a taste of real life, drinking in a small town firelight. Pabst Blue Ribbon on ice. Sweet 16 and we had arrived, walking down the streets as they whistle high.
She's talking about being 16, right? Like being young. I mean, not the cat calling, but...
There she was, my new best friend. I was in her hands, swaying in the
This is like a reminiscence, I think, isn't it?
I hate those guys.
No, wait, was she a beauty? Oh, that's fucked, man.
This is what makes us girls. We don't stick together 'cause we put love first.
Female solidarity, innit, man? Has she got into like a wrong crowd, right? As a kid, as a teenager.
Everybody knew that we had too much fun. We were skipping school and drinking on the job.
Yeah, skipping school, drinking, stealing cars.
Cheering our names in the pink spotlight. Drinking cherry schnapps in the velvet night.
Cherry snaps, fucking hell. Oh, what a drink.
This is what makes us girls. We all look for heaven and we put love first.
God.
What we die for, it's a curse. Don't cry about it, don't cry about it.
Wow. Again, I'm seeing like the "we'll die for it" is a curse. Again, like "born to die." It's very one way, isn't it? A woman's life in this album.
The prettiest in crowd that you had ever seen. Ribbons in her hair and her eyes gleamed mean.
Little glitter fade.
They were the only friends I ever had.
Oh no,
We got into
man.
trouble and when stuff got bad, I got sent away. I was waving on the train platform, crying 'cause I know I'm never coming back. This is what makes
Lana.
first something that we die for. It's a curse. Don't cry about it. Don't cry about it.
She's a great fucking hell. Songwriting is phenomenal in this. Oh, I like that outro. It's like anger. I feel there's anger in this, you know, like resentment. Like she's, ooh. Wow. Oh, I think that's a staple track as well. So the vibe I got from that, like I said at the end, very aggressive song. I feel like there's a lot of emotion poured into that song. It's obviously, whether it's Lana or not, I'll find out in a minute. But my thoughts are, it's literally about her, or at least the person's teenage years being quite troubled, getting with senior naughty boys, you know, this sort of stereotypical imagery of like degenerate beauty queens, like being quite this sort of stereotypical like white trash element I got, you know, like breaking into cars, drinking, skipping school, you know, swimming in hotel swimming pools. thought it was quite funny actually. But I did also get a lot of like female solidarity and all this. She might be in the wrong crowd, but there is an element of like all these girls have sort of been manipulated to take this path by bad boys, right? And maybe this is starting to, I know, is this the end of the original album, right? So we got 3 bonus tracks after. I feel like this is like maybe it is a sort of realisation in the end that these bad boys are just bad. They're not in any sense like redeemable, you know. I'm getting back, it's like, you know, it's taken her to go back to her teenage years maybe to realise this, but it's, you know, she's upset that she's not seeing the girls again. Like, she's lost that because of these boys, you know? That's what I've got from that, but let's see what the people have to say. The song recalls a troubled teenage past, right, so it is personal, where she got involved with drugs and alcohol. As a consequence, her parents shipped her off to an exclusive boarding school in Connecticut, which is the whole at this train station waving goodbye. Bloody hell. Again, and more meaning for me if it's personal, like, you know, it speaks true, doesn't it, you know? Sneaking out, looking out for a taste of real life, drinking in the small town firelight, Sweet 16 and we have arrived. It's like the boringness of like small town America, isn't it, I suppose, you know? I've heard this before, it's like a lot of, you see things, especially nowadays with social media, I feel like a lot of kids who feel isolated want to just join that, you know? Yeah, powerful, man. So this is the end of the album proper, but obviously I'm listening to Deluxe. So we're going to move on to track 13. Without You, it's called.
Everything I want, I have. Money, notoriety, and Rivieras.
The fame topic is here again, isn't it?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I can be a China doll if you wanna see me fall. I'm nothing without you.
I have nothing without you. Is that nothing? Is that you, the fame?
Summertime is nice and hot, and my life is sweet like vanilla is. Stolen images, baby, stolen images. Can you picture it, babe? That life we could have lived. I'm nothing without you. All my dreams and all the lights made.
This is just like an addiction, isn't it? Could be your China doll if you like to see me fall. God. You know, it's all we are, isn't it, a lot of people?
Their music loud. When we grew up, nothing was what it seemed. Hello, hello. Your love is deadly. Just tell me life is beautiful. They think that I have it all. I'm nothing without you.
Her voice. Say it again, man.
Nothing if I can't have you.
It's more to life than fame. What do I know? I've never been famous. It's another sort of, it's another song about, like, I feel like this one's like the radio one was sort of more about the surreality of fame. But this is definitely more about the addiction of fame. I know it's probably, she's referencing a partner and stuff, but I feel like the meaning behind it is like addictiveness, you know? She's like, she's nothing without it. A China doll if you like to see me fall. You know, all these sort of like metaphors for it. Yeah, literally saying, this song Lana is saying to her partner that she loves him so much she'll give up fame and everything she's ever worked for to be with. Once he leaves her, she realises that all the materialistic items she possesses are worthless in the comparison to true love. I didn't see it like that. See, I thought it was the addictiveness, but I suppose she's talking about how meaningless maybe it is then. I probably read that completely wrong, Jesus. Oh, this is great. I still think there's an element of fame being addictive. It literally says here, and my life is sweet like vanilla is, right? Sweet like cinnamon in radio. It's, you know, there is that element, but I suppose the end goal of it is that it is everything around us just material, isn't it? It's not genuine. Next track. Track 4, Lolita, which is obviously the name of the book that's been referenced a lot in this album. So I'm interested to see how she takes it to sort of give it a song of its own in a way. Ooh. Violins, go on.
Would you be mine? Would you be my baby?
Excited.
Everything you got, don't you know? It's you that I adore, though I make the boys fall like dominoes. Kiss me in the D-A-R-K.
Oh, this is seductive, isn't it? You know, as I say this a lot, just get it down and dirty, you know.
Hey Lolita, hey, hey Lolita, hey.
This is dark, but it's very like,
I'm not gonna stop.
it is naughty, you know? That's a good word to describe this production.
Just you and me feeling the heat, even when the sun goes down.
Oh my god, the heat.
Topple you down from your sky, 40 stories high. Shining like a god, can't believe I caught you in so. Look at what I bought, not a second thought, oh Romeo.
Oh, Romeo, yes, please, Romeo, I do. Kiss me in the P-A-R-K park tonight.
P-A-R-K, let them all say. Hey, Lolita,
God, this production is probably the best on the album, I'll say.
I don't care what they say about me, what they say about me, because I know that it's L-O-V-E. You make me happy,
Go on, Lana.
happy, and I never listen to anyone. Let them all say, hey Lolita, hey, hey Lolita, hey. I know what the boys want, I'm not gonna play. Hey Lolita, hey.
Man. I wonder if this is this like a usual on the track list, because my god, this is goes down. Oh, I enjoyed that one. Oh, I enjoyed that one. God, I enjoyed it so much I forgot what she was on about. Well, I think the nuts and crannies of it is it's literally just about, you know, just not passionate, like dirty love in the car park, dark, you know, like let's just rip all the niceness away from it, right? You know, bare feet, she's in, messy long hair. The fact that it's even called Lolita says it all, doesn't it? Because like I said, Lolita is literally a child in the book. So it's like, I've not read the book, so I might be wrong in this, but I'm pretty sure the whole thing is that the guy that he's like a teacher, right? The guy that fancies her, he sees her as like this, I think. It's quite like a selfish thing, you know? It's not romantic in the slightest word, it's primal, you know? This is a primal. It's a primal and naughty song, this is, isn't it? The name Lolita is in reference to the novel, which Del Rey has made numerous references to. The most notable Rota reference in Del Rey's works after it, yeah. So yeah, it's you know, dirty. That was good, but I love, but that's probably not the, I think my favourite song still is National Anthem. This is potentially the second. Final track. God, it's gone quick. Lucky Ones, this one is.
Let's get out of this town, baby, we're on fire.
Oh, we're on fire, yes you are.
If you stick with me, I can take you higher and higher. It feels like all of our friends are lost, nobody's found. You came along, scooped me up like a baby. Every now and then the stars align.
Adele's. Is that bell supposed to be like marriage, church, I'm getting?
You and me are lucky ones this time.
So we think. We know in these songs it's not all nice. There we go. There we go. There we go. Careless clod and crazy liar. But at the end of the day, it's all about what happens down and dirty, doesn't it? I do love that bell. I don't know why. I know it's a little small part of it, but it does make it feel like that sort of image of true love, doesn't it? With marriage and everything.
Feels like, you know it feels
Everybody told me your first time.
When I saw your face and you blew my mind.
You and me are the lucky ones this time. Wow. What an ending. It's quite ironic, this one, because it's about obviously true love as opposed to sort of unrequited and like, you know, these sort of very one-way love in a sense. Let me just scroll up. So I'm guessing this is, from what I'm reading here, I can read my lyrics again, a lot of the annotations are about Lolita again. There's a lot of references to that. Maybe I need to read the book. Right, my thoughts on the album, like straight off the bat. Firstly, I was speaking about Lana, like herself. She's very, very good, or at least for people that help her as well, at choruses. Her choruses are killer. Like, they are hooks, they keep you listening, they keep you like, you know, you're in the rhythm of the song when you listen to the choruses, right? The lyrics, for the most part, are phenomenal because they're very, you can sense the emotion in them, right? Whether it's about fame, bad boys, suicide in some respects, you know, losing people, addiction. She's very good at showcasing that. My one bad point though, and I think, you know, this is her first big album, right? So like, it's gonna have mistakes, right? Every person does this, you know. I don't think there's a such thing as a perfect album, to be honest, by the way, or perfect record. But I did find some elements a bit quite repetitive, in the sense of it being about the bad boy and being about her not being blinded by love. It just came across a bit thick and thin, like as if it was trying to bit fix like too much, as if trying to tell me it as if I'm stupid, you know. That's what I got from that. You know, I get that it's trying to be consistent because it wants to talk about, echo the same message. On the flip side of that, there was, like I said, a lot of the tracks, the National Anthem was a very interesting one and my favourite one because I just like the way that she blended the whole sort of 60s aesthetic with JFK, Jackie Kennedy, Marilyn Monroe, and like the whole, she told the story of passionate love, sort of romantic, soulmate-esque love very well, I thought. So it's my personal, plus the beat, the production was phenomenal as well. That's some of the things that the production on this was very, very second to none. It was, I just like the way she's just brought all these styles together. You know, sometimes it doesn't work, does it, when artists do this, but I feel like she's made her own sound in a way. She's pioneered like a genre, you know. But she's sort of, I mean, I think that's what I know about her anyway. It's always, she is sad girl. Like, she is melodramatic in the red dress, right? Running away, you know, mascara everywhere. That is like her angle, right? And I definitely see it, you know, with the production and like, you know, the orchestra, the hip hop beats, pulsating, keeps you hooked. Like, it is very much sad girl. Very, very intriguing. It's definitely the first album I've ever listened to like that, front to back. I'm not usually a record listener. I usually listen to songs anyway off albums. But the ones I do are always the same sort of indie-esque type, right? So this is a new one for me and I did really enjoy it, you know. I might do some more Lana in future videos. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the Patreon if you want to see its full version. It'll also help me out as well, so much appreciated if you do check it out and hopefully subscribe to that. Socials are linked down below with the second channel. Leave a like and comment, you know. If I know you're liking it, I'll do more, for sure. I do like starting artists' journeys from the beginning because a lot of artists, you can see the progression, which I'm sure Lana goes on. I think her latest album was up for Grammys and all sorts, wasn't it? So, you know, I'm pretty sure she's more or less hitting the mark. But yeah, as always, subscribe, I beg, and I'll see you in the next one.